Um, yeah, it's 3 o'clock in Indian time. Very good afternoon, morning, good evening, everyone. This session. Welcome to another success story from DataMites. Today we have Sweta successfully transitioned to a data science career. And she has done the certified data science course from DataMites from September 2022 batch. And I think she has completed that in April 2023. And then, so congratulations, Sweta.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, so very happy for you. And we'll start with your introduction. So you can go ahead and introduce your academic profile, your background, please.
Yeah, sure. So hello, everyone. My name is Sweta Rai, and I have done my master's in applied genetics from Bangalore University itself. And I was a gold medalist from Bangalore University. So after that, I was actually working with a company called as Omega Healthcare as a medical reviewer. I was into like cancer domain. But then in that period of time, I was like thinking to do switch my career to something related to computer science or data science because I was really like interested in doing that. So what I did was I tried to search for a course, and that's how I landed to DataMites. And after landing to DataMites, I spoke to Deepika, and and the journey was quite smooth. And I also did like nearly 4 to 5 projects. And
right. Okay, we lost you. So I think there is some internet issue. Am I still audible? DataMites team?
And finally, I got placed in a company called Sirpi. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
We briefly lost you for 5 seconds, but good. So I got your the background. So yeah, very happy to hear that you are a gold medalist. So I'm not surprised that you have a successful career transition. So you should thrive in your future career as well. So before you started getting into data science, do you have any programming knowledge or background?
No, I haven't. Actually, when I was doing my master's, I was from a like bioinformatics background, but a proper coding like Python and all, I was not so comfortable with Python. Yeah, I am totally from a non-technical background.
Non-technical background, right?
Yes.
And maybe you have a bit of statistics because it's applied genetics. You use a lot of statistics in it, right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So you have a bit of background in statistics, but no background in Python. Decided to switch to data science. I must say, you guys are very hot in the market because biotechnology, biogenetics, and data science is one of the really cutting edge fields, right? That's a good choice. In fact, it's kind of like a natural choice if you want to have your career in fast track, especially in biotechnology. Data science is really, really nice. Okay, so you joined DataMites, as I see from your resume, on November of 2022. No, sorry, September.
September 2022.
2022, and probably we started with Python, right? That's the first thing.
Yes.
How long you have taken to? How did you feel? Is Python okay? How long it took for you?
So honestly, if I want to give like feedback, so actually Python is something like it's easy, like easy programming language, I would say, because it was not a problem for me to deal with Python. Basically, it was like it was smooth. So yeah,
it's an easy language, and nowadays we also see that. Yeah, we also see that you don't really have to write it now. The Pandas AI is making it that you can simply talk to the data, don't really have to remember this programming structure anymore. But yes, Python is an easy language. And it took about how many weeks for you to learn Python?
So it nearly took me nearly two weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to basically, to grab the concepts. So I would say if you understand the concepts, it is quite easy to actually write a code in it. Yeah.
Right. So you're below average, not surprisingly. Usually people take 3 to 4 weeks. So you have done it in 2 weeks, which is very good. And statistics should have been a breeze for you.
Yeah, statistics, I was like comfortable because as I said, like I was from a master's domain, and also I'd had a subject called as biostatistics. So yeah, that was quite, I could grab the concepts easily.
And then machine learning. How did you feel machine learning? How did you
Yeah.
learn?
So coming to machine learning, I would say, yeah, it was a tough journey for me because during while doing the machine learning, it was like kind of different difficult concepts to do it. But what I would say is, if you try to understand the concepts and the way like data might teach us, it is like way too good, and faculties are very very supportive. And so that's how it was actually easy for me to do the ML AI as well. So it was not a tough journey, like, to be honest. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Actually, yeah.
I also see that you have A plus grade in liver patient disease prediction. What is that? Is it done in DataMites?
Yes, that is done in DataMites. So there was a classification task basically. So yeah.
You have an A plus in it. Okay, wonderful. Okay, they've been topping all the assignments as I see. So, and you also mentioned that in your resume. Wonderful. So it took about 4 to 5 months, I guess, for you to complete the theoretical concepts and projects, isn't it? Okay.
Yes.
And then you went for the, so how long you took for revision? So once you completed the concepts, maybe before going to that, did you refer any other resources, material apart from what DataMind provides that can be useful for the people who are watching now?
Yeah, so what I would say is, like, for the basics, I have referred to the DataMites, the whatever the books that you have provided, that I have gone through it end to end, all the machine learning statistics and the Python and all those things I have gone through it. But apart from that, while preparing for my interview, at that point of time, I was like wanted to do something more with like ML, and I want to dig more in ML and AI. So I have taken help of like some websites, which actually DataMites only have given me the opportunity to do that as well. So yeah, the link and all those things were provided by the faculty.
Okay, so I'll ask the DataMind team to also get those links
Yeah,
uh,
sure.
published in this meeting in LinkedIn, wherever it is streaming. Uh, okay, great. And then how was your interview preparation? Before you jump into interviews, I guess you have done the mock test and this placement
Yes.
assistant thing. Could you explain that a bit? How was it?
Sure. So previously, before like after completing the entire course, there was a 6 month. After doing that, side by side, I was also doing the projects. I've nearly done 4 projects. So what I would suggest is to do as much as projects as you can. So because if you do the projects, you will get an idea about what is it we are like learning. So that is one plus point that if we do. So yeah, like according to my experience, like about my experience, if I want to talk, it's like you have to be very much thorough with everything, like for the projects end to end, all the like whatever the concepts you have to be thorough with that. And yeah, I think that is possible. Yeah.
Not surprising from a gold medalist. They should be very thorough with everything. That's of course that's the same for everything. But what you said about the projects, when you learn these concepts, Python and statistics and machine learning, many algorithms of machine learning, and also many techniques in terms of feature engineering, data preparation. How do you fine tune these algorithms? How do you look at these metrics, evaluation metrics for regression classification, right? Um, all of these are concepts. When you learn it, you learn it, you understand it. But when you
Yes.
do the projects, you basically consolidate. Or you really understand the value of, for example, your precision recall, right? Of course, you're from biogenetics, you would be understanding the false positives and false negatives easily. But for people who don't have this background, they might actually understand what is precision, what is recall, what is the F1 score, but they don't know how exactly it is useful in the real world, right? So when you do the projects, you essentially connect all the dots and you get a complete mastery of the concepts and how it is helpful for the business. So as
Yes.
Sweta says, focusing on projects a lot is really a key for success to master the skills and get into the job.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. And how many interviews you attended, Sweta, before? I guess Is the first interview for you?
Yes, that was my first interview. So I have given the first mock. So after I cleared that, I after 3 or 4 days, I actually received a like call from Sirpi that I'm working on right now,
Okay.
as a data scientist. Yeah.
So of course, whoever talks to you first will grab you. So there is no much learning for the average student. So yeah, but of course, it is very clear that a persistent study of 4 to 5 months, even for an average student, plus or minus a month here and there, will get there. So Sweta, what do you think? Let's say an average student, if they want to get into data science from your background, let's say medical and biotechnology background, what is your suggestion? How long they have to spend? What do you say?
So what I would say is it is not a difficult journey though. So it is not that difficult, but yeah, consistency is important. If you have a consistency in whatever you do, I think that is the key to everything. Because myself being from a non-technical background, I would like at least grab a opportunity. So I would say that it is not a tough journey, but yeah, consistency is important. And that is what I would say.
Consistency is a key, not just for getting into your data science job, for everything in your life. But we're talking about data science here. When you're learning, most of the successful people, I mean, I've been doing this for about a few months now, the success story with DataMites. And when I talk to them, when I learn from them about the journey, the one thing I constantly hear is what Sweta says, consistency. Most of the successful students have spent X amount of time, let's say 4 hours, 5 hours. How much time you spend, Sweta, per day?
Honestly, like I haven't taken any a track of it, but yeah, whenever I get time, I mean, while I was preparing for the interview, just after completing like the 6 month of course, then I think I took me 1.5 months for me, because I was completely focused on this. I was trying to dig in like in more details about, and also one more thing I would like to add in it. So I think that would be helpful for the attendees over there. So I would suggest that you don't study alone. I feel like if you study alone, it will be like you were just confined to something. I would suggest that you connect with some of your friends, or and team, and try to grab more and more like information. So one of you will tell the model, the other will tell the a different model. In that way, you learn. So that is what I have did, because I had also my friends, that is how we also like used to learn and prepare. And that really helped me actually to understand the concepts, because when we learn alone, we're confined to something. But when we hear from some other members, and when we discuss regarding that model or regarding that concepts, we become more thorough with it, and we become more confident about it as well. So that really helped me, and really honestly, this really helped, guys. I think you also should try this method that I have followed. So yeah, that is what I did.
Okay, well, that's a pretty important suggestion, because data science is vast, and the topics you're
Yes.
dealing with, statistics, honestly, you feel sleepy if you're not interested. It's not really motivating. Of course, when you learn those skills and start applying for the project, it's very interesting. But when you're learning along is a bit challenging, right? Especially you guys, this generation are more used to have things in a really fast way. You have this, I don't know, 45 seconds reels or shorts, so you can't really focus more than a minute, right?
Yes.
In this
That's correct.
generation, if you want to learn something, a skill like data science or statistics, it really helps if you team up with a couple of study buddies and study together. That way, you learn from others' question. It's more active. You have a social, construct where your learning is more active.
Yes.
That's a brilliant solution. All right. Uh, good. So if you are from the bio background, right? You essentially have the I'm working with a couple of biotechnology companies now. There are a couple of POCs I'm working on. And when I speak to the business leaders, some startup founders or senior folks from these companies, they are very, very excited. I mean, you can see, right? They start speaking about it. They get excited. They say, "Okay, we start somewhere else," and the meeting completes it completely in a different level because they see so much of possibilities. Not just the enthusiastic. The real leaders who are driving this business are very excited about the possibilities of data science in biotechnology. Okay, cool. So I think that's all from Sweta. The summary points from Sweta is that consistency is very important. I was actually started this discussion and I cut off. So most people I speak with, they say about 4 to 5 hours a day, including the training day per day, is really important, and that's the success factor. You need to keep it for 4 months or 4 to 5 months, right? This is the learning time. Okay? If you can do that, and along with the Sweta suggestion, if you want to learn actively, you need to have a steady buddies, probably your teammates from whichever batch you are. And also for DataMites, there is a tribe, right?
Yes, there's a tribe. Yeah.
So if you have, let me see if I can show it to you. That's it. Were you active in tribe? I logged in.
Yes, I was.
Okay, so this is
my projects. Yeah. While doing my projects, I was actually active in tribe. I used to post questions and I used to get replies immediately. Yeah.
So this is a D tribe, which is DataMites tribe, which is a community for learners. And a lot of successful students from DataMites actually say that tribe helped them to do active learning. So you can pose the questions over here, and you could answer other questions. I mean, I personally found many people saying that they actually learn more by answering others' questions. You might have your questions, but you might have 20 questions posted by other people in the forum. So when you start looking at their questions, and you can also Google and find, you don't need to know the answer. You can do desk research and find and solve it and post the answer. They say, very good, thank you very much. Your learning is really at the next level. So not just learning from your own questions, but I think you need to also start answering all the other questions. And if you can keep it for 4 to 5 months, you should be ready for the market.
That's correct.
Wonderful. So that's all. I think there is not much learning from your interview because first interview cracked. Any interview tips, like what are the questions they asked in interviews, Sweta?
Yeah, so basically they were asking me regarding my project, and also they were asking me if I'm comfortable with Python or not, because that is the programming language that we have to deal with. And also he was asking me regarding the ML models that I am good at, like just one model that I have to explain it to him. And he was asking me more questions with respect to my projects, like the end-to-end projects.
Okay, very good. So it's more about the projects, right? It's more of the projects and also the basics and stuff. Good. How was the interview? Like the DataMites, it's coming from DataMites, right? So DataMites people are foreign entities, right? How was the support from the placements team from DataMites, Sweta, in this process, sir?
Yeah, that's what. So after I think mock interview is important for people in the DataMites. I think after completing that assessments and all those things, I think they have to sign up for the interview. And after giving that mock interview, there would be a first chance, second chance. So after clearing the first chance, you'll be getting a call from the DataMites team, from the PAT team, and yeah, the process was smooth. I got a call within a week maybe. So yeah, so that's how I landed to this job. So it was smooth. Yes.
And then they will provide for you interview. I think only for India we are doing it like that. Then for you, it's just one interview and you cleared it. That was a smooth process. Okay. Good. I think we are good. And let me see any questions from anyone who wants to learn from Sweta's experience. I open up the channel, so you can put it in the Q&A section. If you are from LinkedIn and other channels, YouTube, you put it on the comments box so that the DataMites team can transfer your question back to the Zoom call, and we will be able to answer something. All right. So the first question is from Anisha. Anisha say, question is, can you briefly explain how the placements team of DataMites helped in your journey? That's the last question I asked. So you can, yeah,
Yes.
maybe you can say it. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi Anisha. Thank you for this question. The placement team are helpful. They'll help you, but also on the same time, you also have to be active with respect to all your assessments and also with the mock interview. So if you crack the mock interview, after that you'll get a call. For sure, you'll get a some call from the PAT team. They will schedule an interview for you with the respective company, and that's how you will be placed. If the company which they have providing you, if they have selected you, they will definitely give you a call back, and you have to crack that interview as well. And the basic questions they will be asking, it depends upon the company to company. I would not say it's constant for all the company. It differs. So that's how they help. They are helpful. They'll help you in all the process end to end.
Wonderful. I think that's comprehensive answer. So interestingly, no questions for today. I'll wait for another 1 minute. When are you joining, Sweta? Joined already?
Yeah, I already joined.
Yeah. How is the work? Good.
Yeah, it is going fine. Yeah, it is. I'm learning, and it is exciting also at the same time. So yeah, it's good.
I have a question from LinkedIn from John Singh. It says, can you tell me, sir, in which module I have to focus more? Still, I'm working on my last CNN project. Okay, you're a student of DataMites. Well, if you're working on a CNN, you complete the project. The focus is more on how do you do the project end to end, right? Normally, people will ask open questions. How did you get the data? How did you clean the data and do this the feature engineering? What's the model you used? Did you find any challenge in fine tuning the model? Or was the result? Was it as per the requirement? If not, what did you do to improve? A very common question. So if you do the projects thoroughly, and you should not worry about the interview questions. The knowledge is more important. It's not those like I would say a decade ago. Interviews are more about your presentation, right? Ask a question, if you can present properly, and you're gone. It's not the case anymore. People are very flexible. They ask questions in different ways. They even help you. Their only intention is to see if you have enough knowledge for this particular role. So you do not have to worry about being very clear and crisp in interview. What matters is your knowledge. And of course, your attitude, your learning attitude. Okay, I have a question from Manohara from YouTube. What are your capstone projects and client project? Just names. For you.
Hi Manohara. So I have done 4 capstone projects. So one from a regression task, that was a prediction, flight price prediction. Then I have done a classification task, there was a lever price prediction, lever prediction. And the third one was the CNN project, and the fourth one was a clustering project. So what I did was I tried to take 4 projects from different domain, from different concepts, most importantly. So I think that will help you. So I would suggest, don't try to take just one regression. Don't try to take like that. Just take a different task. So that would be helpful for you, and you'll learn more in depth about it. Yeah, that is what I did.
Thank you. I have a question from Dr. Suchi.
Yeah.
Is it remote or work from office job?
Hi, Suchi. It is not a work from home. It is a work from office job. I have to go there and work from it. Yeah. Thank you.
And the entire world is moving towards work from office. It's nice to have work from home, but that's not the world. That's only the COVID period. Now it's all work from office. I have a question from Deepa. Have you applied for beginner level?
Sorry, I didn't get this question. Sorry.
Deepa has a question. Have you applied for a beginner level job is what the question is.
Okay, I would not be specific in this question because it was not like beginner or intermediate or expertise. So it was a normal, like I prepared for my best. So yeah, so it is not like a beginner or anything. So yeah, I would not like to classify this. Yeah.
Correct. Shivam has a question. Is it mandatory to crack mock interview to sit in the actual placements? I think yes, right? You need to
Yes.
clear the mock interview. Yeah. So from DataMite before they start sending your resume to the potential employers. Anand has a question. P. Anand Kumar. Uh, hey, do
Yeah.
you complete IABAC uh, exam before? When did you get the course completion certificate? Did you complete the IABAC?
Yes, I have completed this IBAC certificate program also. So that's how I became a certified data scientist. So yeah, I have completed that as well.
Which part an interviewer asks most? Is it statistics, Python, or machine learning? This is from Vignesh.
Yes. Hi, Vignesh. So the interview that in the, okay, I just want to be clear in here. Like, I just want to ask you this cross question that are you asking it from the mock interview or the company interview? Which interview you are talking about? I just want to can you be specific, please?
Company interview, I guess.
Okay. So for the company interview, they'll be asking you the project related queries most importantly, and also they'll be asking you some ML model. If you're applying for an ML like data scientist, they'll ask you definitely for the ML questions and also a basic of Python and statistics. So if you're applying for a data scientist, you have to be specific with all the fields. So that's what. Yeah.
All right. I have one more question from Prashant from LinkedIn. Is it enough to get a job, whatever we study in DataMites, or do you have to do outsourcing? Like I think he meant, do you have to study external books or whatever is DataMites is good enough?
Okay. So let me be specific to this. So data science is a vast field, as Ashok already mentioned. So it is a very vast field. So you have to dig in more in this particular field. But the thing is, for the basics, like if you want to start up, if you want to start the data science career, so I think DataMites will really be helpful for you, honestly. And if you complete all this, all the 4 projects and all this, 6 months of your journey with DataMites, I think it is more than enough. And yeah, that's what I would say.
Right. I agree with Sweta. You should not restrict yourself to any one material. You should go and explore. For example, if you learn one algorithm in machine learning and mostly DataMites, it will cover everything. But you should not stop there. You should go to YouTube, you should go to blogs, you should look at all the sources. And that's how you have a complete learn. Also, it makes you more active learner if you learn from many others. So
Yeah.
the answer is, yeah, it is enough to use the DataMites material to get to the job ready, but I strongly suggest to use all external sources as well. That makes you more active. Okay. A question from Anuj Kumar from LinkedIn. Hello, can the internship be done remotely? Yeah, I think I can answer it. Yeah, 80% of the people do remotely. In fact, DataMites, more than 70% learners are not from India. So only 30% are from India. So most of the people do the internship from India. All right, that's all. I have one question here, 2 questions. So it's moving. Okay. I have a question from Anand Kumar. Says, shall we add other field experience in the resume? I didn't get the question. Shall we add other field experience? Oh, okay. So I can answer that. So essentially, yeah, I mean, you don't have to elaborate it if you have a experience in other fields. Maybe you're a Java developer or you're a in your case, she is a reviewer of biomedical analyst or something. You can mention it, maybe 1 or 2 liners, but do not elaborate on your other experience. And also put it down in your resume. You should only put the relevant experience at the top, and then you elaborate the relevant experience. Non-relevant experiences, you put it below and just write one line. That's it. What challenges you face while applying for the job? Company took any assessment like aptitude? She's not here to answer. I think some internet issue. Internet was so one pick from the chart. I'll reserve the question for her if she joins back. She did. Okay.
Hello. Actually,
Yeah,
I'm
internet.
unable to start my.
You should be able to.
Yeah. So I think I can't share my video. There is some issue.
Okay, 1 second. Let me make you host. Then it should be now.
No, I'm not able to.
Zoom is assisting to make you host. I don't know why.
Fine, no issue. Yeah.
That's okay. We already have changed the host. Yeah. Okay. Now we should be able to.
Yeah. Am I visible now?
Not yet to me. Yeah. Now you're back.
Yeah, I think I'm visible now.
Hello again.
Yes. Yeah. So any more questions?
Yeah,
that
there's a
I
question
have?
for you. What
Yeah.
challenges you face while applying for jobs? Company took any assessments like aptitude test or technical test?
Yes. I had to give the assessments and also the aptitude and technical, all those things where actually I had to give. Yeah, I gave the test as well.
Question from Shiva. That's again for me, I think. Sir, can you tell us how to prepare for mock interview? Well, you just have to revise all of your learnings for past 3-4 months, all the syllabus. As I said, do not worry much about presenting yourself. You can be as natural. No one is really looking at your English language and stuff nowadays. But of course, communication is important. Communication is not the same as your language skills. They're different. You should be more concise in communication, but don't worry too much about your presentation and stuff. Be natural. Just focus on your technical skills. What needs to be assessed, like what a PT system is. Okay. Shubham has a question. Work on client project is similar to capstone project. Oh, okay, they're different, right? The client project, I can explain. So capstone projects are essentially full end-to-end projects, but the data is public open data, all right? The client projects within DataMites are essentially either a live project or the one which is already completed with one of the clients. Even I have given at least 4 to 5 of our own Rubik's client projects to DataMites students. We have that given with the clients. So what they can do, some of the clients even happy to disclose their names. So you could actually do the project and put the client name on your resume. So you're basically redoing the client project. It gives you a real-time experience. And there are some people, I would say, some 10 to 15 people come up with opting their own project. So some have their ideas of their startups. So if you want to do a startup idea, DataMites have, I have super interest in it. I'm an angel investor as well. So if your startup idea is great, then I'll be happy to work with you during your project and take this startup project to the customers. Okay. One of the main reasons I'm associated very closely with DataMites is that a lot of brilliant people, graduating from here, I can actually work with them for some of the great ideas to bring the ideas into solutions. I have a question from Manohara. How much Tableau questions asked in client interview? Not much, right? Your question.
Yes. Hi, Manohar. Actually, I was focusing on the data science role. Data scientist role. So I haven't. This is actually a tab. Is mostly you need it for the data analyst type of jobs. So I am not really sure because I haven't applied for any data analyst jobs. I have applied for the data scientist job. So yeah, I think Tableau is important for data analyst type of job. Yeah, that's what I would say. So I haven't no one asked me these questions though.
Okay. You are right now joined as an intern or full-time employee. So you're full-time, isn't it?
No, actually, yeah, I'm a full-time, yeah.
Okay. So Sai, Few have joined as intern, but within 2-3 months, they turned into full-time. I think no one of the DataMites students, even they joined as an intern, have been were actually regularized. To my knowledge, you can check with DataMites. But a lot of people join directly as a full-time job. Sweta has joined as a full-time, not as an intern with the client. All right, so help you application process as well. Did DataMites help you on application process? Oh, this is applied by data. So basically, DataMites have some types with the potential employees. It's actually growing up on a monthly basis. Every month, we are putting up a lot of potential employers because DataMites students are doing with learners. So we are getting rehiring requests from most of our partners, I would say. Yes, it's not just application process. They do that, but also there is an exclusive hire, especially in South India for now. And the DataMites team is working with US and other regions as well. Okay, I think we have enough questions. Sweta, thank you very much for taking your time and helping the learning community.
Yeah.
Okay, your voice is good. I wish you all the I wish you all the best. You are in a brilliant field. I have at least 3 or 4 clients behind me for biotechnology related AI solutions. And all are super excited about the possibilities of AI and data science and brings to the biotechnology. In fact, future of humanity really depends on biotech. So I wish you all the best in your career. And thank you very much for your time. Congratulations. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.